Some months I'm getting so many jobs, and then some months I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life? I was like, why would you pay me to post a photo with an app like this? That's gonna take 5 minutes.
What was it like shooting with Rohit Shetty and Ranveer Singh on set? What was the experience like on a Rohit Shetty set?
And I felt like, oh my god, I think I look more toned. My legs look more muscular.
In 3 days of leg days.
Exactly. I don't see that from a workout after like even like few weeks, you know.
Who's your BTS bias?
It's a constant battle between V and Jungkook. The song I listen to all the time. Wait,
Where's your phone?
where's my phone? Where's my phone? My memory is crazy today. Hold on.
Fine.
We were listening to it on the way. I'm a Lee Min Ho bias. So I can't tell whether his dramas are really good or it's because
He looks so good.
I don't know which one it is. Gyeongbokgung Palace. It's the palace where all the K-dramas are shot, and so if you were Hanbok, it's
Your
free
entry is
entry.
free.
Han River is also like, you kind of like have a picnic there. It's kind of like Jew Beach of Korea. I feel bad for these people because they have so much time to just, you know, sit at home and hate on people.
Yeah.
It's actually sad.
Hello everybody, welcome to this special show on midday.com where we talk to content creators and try to decode what is their success mantra. Today we have somebody I am very excited to talk to, Radhika Bangia, who is a very popular content creator on social media and also a fellow BTS army, very much into K-drama and K-pop, etc. Hi Radhika, welcome to midday.com. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thank you for having me.
So I'll basically start with a little bit of your, take you a little back when you started off as a content creator and what motivated you, and tell us some high points where where you got some validation and success.
I was pursuing acting.
Right.
Full time before I got into content creation, and I was almost gonna give up on acting.
Okay.
Because because I was doing TV commercials and all that, but like for me, acting didn't turn out to be like a very consistent career, because like some months I'm getting so many jobs, and then some months I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing with my life, So I actually started making videos as a stress buster. Yeah, and I didn't even know that you can make money from social media. This is like 5 years ago, I think, 6 years ago. I used to watch, like Amanda Cerny, Lele Pons, the OGs making videos, and I was like, oh my god, this is so funny, this is so cool, I want to do it. So I started making videos just for fun, and they got like, luckily they started getting a lot of traction on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it started. And when I got my first brand deal, that's when I realized that
this is
a career. Yes. Like I got my first brand deal was Zomato, so they called me, and I thought it's a scam call. I was like, why would you pay me to post a photo with an app like this? That's gonna take 5 minutes. Like I was so like, I thought it's a scam call, and then I was like, no, but they sound legit. I looked up like website and everything, and then when I got the check, is when I was like, oh wow, okay, this is a career I can I can pursue. So I think that's how it started for me. I didn't want to be a content creator in the first place. It was just like it happened.
Right. Were you in India at that point of time?
Yeah, I was in Mumbai. Yeah.
But you grew up.
I grew up in New Zealand. So yeah, I grew up in Auckland.
Right.
So I was born in Delhi. Then I grew up in New Zealand, and then I came to Mumbai to pursue acting.
Okay. Yeah. And at this point, are you consistently in Mumbai, or do you keep traveling, or what is it like?
So this is my home base, but I like to travel a lot.
Right.
So I keep traveling a lot, but like my parents are here, so this is like my base.
How many years has it been in Bombay?
I think it's been like 8 to 9 years now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Pretty much a Mumbaikar now.
Yeah. But I used to, when I was pursuing acting, I used to go back to New Zealand a lot.
Okay.
Because I used to get homesick. And my parents are there, so I was like, yeah, but now they're here. Now they're here, yeah. So,
but now traveling must be mostly because of your, for the jobs that you get and stuff that you do. Tell me, on an average, how many months or how many trips do you take in a year, for example? Because from your Instagram, it looks like you're consistently traveling.
I think I need to stop doing that. You know what? Like, the thing is, when I'm traveling, I'm in like a huge hustle mode, and I shoot a lot of content. So a lot of times, like, I'll shoot a bunch of content in a very short trip, and then I'll be in India, but I'll be like just
Posting
editing
it.
and posting. So it looks like I'm there, but I'm actually there for a short time, just shooting a lot of content every day.
How many years has it been since that Zomato brand deal that you
I
got?
think it was like 5-6 years.
And ever since, what have been some of the high points as a content creator?
My high points as a content creator.
For example, getting the circus gig or
Yeah.
the KGF song.
Yeah.
Did those things happen because of your social media presence?
Kind of, yes, not KGF. So the KGF, the monster song that I did, that was to a casting director and like
Okay.
a proper like audition process. I mean, I did send them my dance videos, which I made for Instagram. So
Okay.
kind of, yes. Like that was like, I was sending it to them, and then there was like a proper process to it. So not so much that, but circus, I think it kind of like happened because of like Instagram, because it's a comedy movie, right?
Yeah.
So someone from their team showed my comedy videos to Rohit Shetty sir.
Oh.
And then he was like, oh, yeah, you know, like she's funny. So like, yeah, like it started off there.
What was it like shooting with Rohit Shetty and Ranveer Singh on set? What was the experience like on a Rohit Shetty set?
It's amazing. It's grand. Like it's everything you imagine it to be. So Ranveer Singh is like amazing, and he's so much full of energy. So what you see on camera, he's exactly the same behind camera. Like I don't know where he gets all the energy from. Like I want it. So yeah, so he and Rohit sir is like really nice. So it's kind of like whatever you would imagine it to be. It's exactly that. It's like a blast. It's a lot of fun.
Right.
Everyone jokes around a lot. Yeah.
Did you also introduce them to like, you know, Korean content, K-drama stuff?
Yeah,
and
I
everything?
did.
Yes,
I did.
yes. You
I think
put a
Rohit sir was
reel,
not
I
interested.
remember.
He was like, oh, okay. And then, but I think like Ranveer was like, oh, wow. Like I was like showing him like Blackpink, BTS videos, and he's like, oh. I even did like a reel with them where I made him speak in Korean.
Say some stuff. Yes, in Korean. And the KGF song, that was a real powerful one, man. I mean, that choreography and the shooting of it looked hardcore. Tell us, what was the experience like, that one?
Oh my God, that was
As
so...
a South film set, so I'm sure it was different vibe altogether.
We didn't practice before the shoot. Did you know that?
Without rehearsals?
No. So we got, it's kind of like, obviously they didn't do like the whole song in like one go. So you learn like chunks of choreographies, like one set, you know, like it was divided into like 3-4 sets of choreographies. They showed me the choreography first, like the choreographers, and I was like, I was kind of like, I can't do it. Like it's so like difficult, and I haven't practiced, you know. I didn't say it to them, but I was like thinking in my head. But then I was like, no, you know what? I have to like pull it off. I'm here. This is a great opportunity. I just have to like make it happen. So it's kind of like while they're like setting up the frames, I was kind of like practicing like this, and then yeah, it was chaotic.
I'm
like
sure.
Because there's a lot of squatting in South Indian songs. They squat a lot.
Okay.
There's a lot of leg work.
Okay.
So I actually, like, I couldn't walk the third day because my thighs were so sore from the squatting movements.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so intense. And I felt like, oh my God, I think I look more toned. My legs look more muscular.
In 3 days of leg days.
Exactly. I don't see that from a workout after like even like few weeks, you know.
Wow. Intense.
So it was really intense.
So did those acting gigs, you know, translate into more work in terms of in films or brand, you know, associations, stuff like that?
Yeah, I think so. Also like the follower count.
Right.
You know, you're getting more people following you. In terms of acting, yeah, there are a few things in like talks, but I kind of like, you know, like if I want to take up a project, it has to be like, you know, like a circus or like a KGF.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, you know, I have content creation, which I really enjoy. You know, that's kind of like my strategy right now.
Right. Tell me about where your love for K-drama and Korean content, when did it begin and how? Which is the first K-drama you saw?
Legend of the Blue Sea.
Ah, okay.
It was a Lee Min-ho K-drama.
Okay.
Yeah. So it happened during COVID.
Ah.
Yeah, so we were obviously like stuck in home and we were kind of trying to kill time. So I think I explored K-dramas and I saw one, and then it was like an addiction. It was an obsession. It was like one after another and after another. So it started off with the Lee Min-ho show, and I was like, oh my God, he is just so nice to look at.
Yes.
And he also acts really well, and he's just so like Like you want to see him on screen. You just want to just keep watching him. Just let him be him. I finished all the K-dramas, like Lee Min-ho K-dramas first.
Okay.
Like I Googled like whatever K-dramas he's in, and I watched all of them.
All of them.
And then I started moving on, and then exploring like thriller K-dramas and zombie and emotional, like all sorts of genres.
Did your love for K-pop also begin at that point of time, or were you already into them beforehand?
So my best friend from childhood in New Zealand, we grew up together.
Yeah.
She's Korean.
Okay.
She introduced me to K-pop.
Oh, okay.
So she used to keep sending me stuff, and then I think during COVID I had a lot of time to like look into these things, and that's how I got into it. Like
I also got into it during COVID in 2021. I precisely remember it was 2021 January. I started watching Crash Landing on You. I'd already known about BTS before that, but I wasn't really a fan. I wasn't really into their songs so much. But 2021 is when it all really began for me. Then Crash Landing on You, and then of course I got into BTS, and then I was like, whoa, what is this world I've been deprived of?
Yeah, I know.
Why have I not gotten into it earlier?
It was like a whole new world.
Yes. Yeah. Who were some of the bands that your best friend introduced you to?
She introduced me to BTS and Blackpink.
Right.
And that was when I got like really
hooked onto it.
Whoa, okay. Like I want to see this more.
So right now, say for example, how many bands or singers do you really like listen to on a daily basis or really follow?
I think when it comes to following bands, I mainly follow Blackpink and BTS. And New Jeans also.
Okay,
New Jeans. I really like New Jeans. I'm actually hooked onto New Jeans more than anything right now.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I really like them.
Any song recommendations that you might have?
Oh, there's so many. There's Super Shy.
Yeah, oh, that's a huge hit.
My favorite is Hype Boy. It's like, it's so happy. Like, I get happy.
It's amazing, no? They just came up. Like, it's been, what, a couple of years maybe for them? And they're already, like, doing so great.
And they're so young. They were like 15, 16.
Yes.
Like, when you look at them, you know, like, you know what it reminds me of? You know, in school, when, like, 5, 6 girls get together, they make a group and they dance in school.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like to me, you know.
I've also listened to, of course, the popular tracks only. I also try to listen to a bit of TXT.
I love TXT. Yes. Yeah.
Who's your BTS bias?
It's like it's a constant battle between V and Jungkook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For me, I started off with V as my bias, and then he became my bias wrecker. And now Jungkook is my bias. I think sometimes even Yoongi is my bias wrecker, but I'm dedicatedly Jungkook biased for about a year now, I think. That's not going away. Yes. It's
he's really gorgeous in real.
Yes.
I think V and Jungkook, like I went to the concert.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that. Tell us about people like us who have not been able to attend that concert.
It was amazing. It was amazing. It was an experience because it's so cool. Like, you know, when you go to like a normal concert, they'll just perform.
Yes.
And then they'll say like a little bit and then they leave. But I feel like when you go to K-pop concerts, I've been to like two. Yeah.
You've been to a Blackpink one, I think.
Yeah, I saw Blackpink at Coachella.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you attended BTS in
BTS,
LA?
Yeah,
yes.
BTS.
And which was the other one?
And then there was another one which I was invited to in Vegas, where I saw like Stray Kids and yeah.
Awesome.
They were like a lot of bands there.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the BTS concert like?
Oh my god, amazing. It was like, it's so nice because they perform, then they have these like speeches. They have a lot of speeches. Like they talk a lot in there to the audience and interact with them. They show their gratitude for everyone who's there, you know. So so I think
I've watched many of their online streamings ever since Master Souzu in 2021. I've tried to catch as many as possible online. I haven't been able to attend them in person. Hopefully once they're
back. It's like a party. It's like your party.
I'm sure.
You're in a club.
In Blackpink, do you have a member you prefer, or do you like all of them?
I saw them perform live and I was like really close. And I think after the concert, my favorite is Lisa. She is an amazing performer. Like all of them perform really well, but in person, like she's just so like, she's mesmerizing. She's so like beautiful. I think how she looks in person is she's much more beautiful in person.
Really?
Yes. And she dances so well. She's like,
she's also a bit of an all-rounder, no? She raps and sings and everything. Her solo songs have been so popular already, collabing with other artists and everything internationally. Black Woman is also doing
so
great.
I think she's my bias after the concert.
How nice, how nice.
But my favorite solo artist, I would say, is Kai.
Okay.
You know Kai?
Yeah,
Kai, I love his songs.
Kai solo or Kai part of EXO?
No, Kai solo. Yeah, because I was not following EXO, but I kind of started following them when he was doing solo stuff. Like the song Peaches and Reason.
Oh, Peaches is a huge hit. Of course.
So
and with that dance move.
Yeah, Rover, the latest song.
Right.
There's Taeyang also. Taeyang.
Let's talk about, say for example, you have to recommend 5 K-dramas for somebody who's never watched any. Which would you say?
I would recommend it based on the genres they like. If you like rom-com, I would suggest Business Proposal and Strong Girl The Bong Soon. If you like zombie stuff, you should watch All of Us Are Dead. And there's this movie called Alive, which I really like. If you like drama, like revenge drama, The Penthouse and The World of the Married. If you like thriller, The Masked Girl and The Flower. If you like romantic slow burn, 25-21, Crash Landing on You.
I haven't watched 25-21 yet.
It's life changing.
Really?
You're gonna need time to heal from it.
Oh, what are you saying?
Yeah, it hurts.
Okay. I will keep aside a time when I'm not really too much into anything else to watch that.
You need like time to like get over that show. It leaves an impact. It's crazy. I was like, wow, it's been 1 week. I'm still affected by that show when I think about it.
Okay.
C-dramas are also picking up, by the way.
Yes, you are into them these days. I saw one of your posts about it.
C-dramas are also, I'm getting into that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think if you guys want to start C-dramas, I have 3 recommendations.
Please, go ahead.
Hidden Love.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
When I started watching it, I left all the K-dramas. It's that good. I was watching a few K-dramas. I started, I was like, leave everything. I need to finish this.
Are you
It's that
kidding
good.
me now?
It's that good.
Wow.
When I Fly Towards You, amazing. And then there is another one, You Are My Glory.
Are these available on Indian OTT platforms like on Netflix and stuff?
Yeah, Hidden Love is on Netflix.
Okay.
Hidden Love and When I Fly Towards You is on Netflix.
Okay, let's talk about your South Korea trip. Was it just for leisure, your own thing, or was it for work, or it's something related to that?
So last year I was invited by the Korean Tourism Board.
Oh, awesome.
So they sponsored the whole trip. They took us around and we just had to like, sort of promote Korea and tourism.
Yes.
Which I was like, I'm already doing that.
For free.
Yeah. So that was the first one. And this year was like a semi-work trip.
Okay.
I had like a few brand meetings there. Like I had to do that in person and then I also chilled.
So brand meeting as in you're like looking at work opportunities in Korea?
Yeah, so I work with a few Korean brands.
And you're staying in Seoul?
Yeah, Seoul, yeah.
Okay, and where all did you travel?
I went to a lot of cafes and a lot of shopping. The Korean Tourism Board took us. We went to Busan.
Right.
And Seoul. Yeah, I want to go to Jeju Island this time though, when I go. I've heard it's really pretty.
Within Seoul itself, what all activities can somebody do if someone has to go?
There's so many activities you can do. Seoul is like such a pretty city. Like it's so cute, So I think for a tourist, they should definitely visit the iconic, Gyeongbokgung Palace.
Yeah.
My accent is really bad, sorry. Yeah, it's the palace where all the K-dramas are shot and you wear a hanbok and you go there. So if you wear a hanbok, it's free entry.
Yes.
So that's a really good one. You can go to Bakcheon Hanok village.
Okay.
So it's like this street, it's like a very cute village with Korean houses and you can take like really pretty photos.
Okay.
And it's just so nice to stroll around, it's just so pretty. And then there is Seoul Tower. So it's also shown in a lot of K-dramas, like the Seoul Tower, and they had the locks and everything. So if they're couples, they can get the locks and like put it there. Yeah. If you want to do shopping and just eat good food, you can go to like street shopping and street food. There is Myeongdong and Hongdae.
Okay.
They are like areas.
Hongdae is a market area.
Yeah, you can shop, you can eat. Like at night it turns to a club. There's everything is there. In the day it's shopping and food, and at night there's so many clubs there. Han River is also like I actually didn't do that, you know. So in front of Han River, it's like a thing that you kind of like have a picnic there.
Oh.
So it's like a picnic spot. It's kind of like Jew Beach.
Oh.
of Korea. So
Okay.
yeah, so like they have like a lot of grass, like, you know, like they have like a park sort of thing looking over Han River, and people get their mats and they get their like hot pots and everything, and they make ramen and eat it there. So it's like a thing there. There's a lot of street food, so it's like a little spot to chill and watch the sunset and stuff.
How nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this time. I didn't do it. I was like, oh.
What kind of Korean food do you like to eat? Any top dishes which are your favorite?
I really like Korean barbecue.
Okay.
Korean barbecue is really delicious. You know, it's so interesting when you go to Korea, like they have a lot of like convenience stores.
Okay.
You know that,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
open 24/7.
Yeah.
They have like microwaves, and they have
So you
a
can buy
seating
the
there.
ramen and just make it there.
It's so
Yes,
cheap.
yes.
It's super cheap. I mean, I'm sure it's not healthy, but but you know, like just for like a midnight snack, you can just get up at like 2 in the morning and be like, oh, I'm hungry. I want to eat something. And they have like a lot of ready-made stuff, and you can just sit there and eat and chill.
How cute.
Yeah, so I think ramen at like a convenience store is like, it's pretty relaxing. it's quite nice.
Right.
And then there is tteokbokki. It's quite nice. It's
Tteokbokki.
quite delicious.
Kimbap.
Kimbap
Yes.
is also, it's like sushi, kind of like
Yes.
sushi, but
Yes,
different.
yes.
It's quite tasty too. There is this chips called honey butter chips.
Okay.
I haven't had that. I might be wrong. I haven't had that in any other country, but I saw it in like Korea everywhere,
Ah.
and it's like really famous there. And my friend made me try it, and she's like, "Oh, you should try it." I'm like, "It's really famous here." I was like, "Oh, what? Honey butter chips sounds weird, but I'll try it." And I was like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And yeah, I had like few packets a day, every day.
Did you bring back some?
Yeah, I did for my family, and they liked it too, actually.
Also, do you like the Korean drinks that we have, like soju and makgeolli? Have you tried them?
I'm not that big on drinking.
Okay.
But I did try soju. It's quite
Okay.
nice.
Okay. It's very unique. You have it in like shot glasses.
Yeah, and it doesn't taste bad.
No,
you know,
yeah,
because
it's-
like
there's
when
a
you
sweet
have
taste to it, yes,
when you
yes.
have tequila and all these things, they
There
taste
is
very
this-
bitter.
yeah, yeah.
That's like nice. You can like
Yeah.
have a shot,
Yes.
and it's still like, oh, it tastes good.
Nice. Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah.
get them in Indian, Korean restaurants also now.
you like
Tasty. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
You have to control yourself, otherwise you'll get high very soon.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I was kind of like, hey, this is delicious.
Yeah, it's
my friend's
pretty
like,
potent.
go slow because
yes.
it's gonna hit you
Like that. Exactly.
Yeah.
You never know. Radhika, you've been creating content for a while on social media. There's a certain kind of content that you put out. A lot of it is, of course, inspired by your love for Korean content and everything. What is the kind of response that you usually get from your fans on social media, comments and everything? Do they tell you, oh, we want to see more of this? Or do they tell you, we want to see you do something else? What is the feedback like? Do you engage with your audience?
Of course, it's so helpful. When I'm making content, I want to find a balance of making content that I enjoy, but also my audience wants to see. So I have to maintain that balance. I'm still like learning how to do it, but I'm like getting there, you know, every day. A lot of times I ask in my stories, hey guys, what kind of content you guys want to see?
Yeah.
And it really helps, you know, like it really helps. Like for example, I was in Japan recently, and I was kind of like, dude, like Japan, there's so much to see. It's like, it's amazing. It's like, there's so many activities, so many theme cafes. I was like, my ADHD is kicking in. I don't know what I need to do. So I actually put up a story saying, hey guys, what kind of content you guys want to see in Japan? And I got amazing response. Like I got most people saying, hey, please go to the Doraemon Museum.
How cute.
And I actually went there.
Yeah.
And I made like a YouTube video and like a reel. What do you guys want to see? And people are actually so detailed and like so good with like, you know, recommending and, you know, things like that.
Right.
Even for C-dramas, I put up a story saying, what other C-dramas should I watch? And I got like lists of, you know, like such detail, like this is like this is like that.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing.
Wow. Tell me a little about your process. Like, how do you plan your content? How do you shoot it? What kind of backup and support do you have? How big is the team? And then from that to editing and putting it out, how much time does it take?
I like to schedule my week usually. So like maybe like 3 times a week or 2 times a week I'll shoot content. And there are times, you know, when I'm comedy videos are easy to shoot. So like I mean, it takes time to write and, you know, figure out what you want to shoot, but the shooting time is relatively less.
Okay.
But when you do like fashion and skincare and lifestyle, it takes a while. So I've had times where I've shot like one video in like, say, 8 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I've shot one video in like 5 minutes.
Right.
So it really depends on
what kind of content.
Yeah,
you
what
want to
kind
put
of
out.
content it
and
is.
when you're traveling, how is it like? Is it difficult to shoot because it's a different country, and maybe do you have enough support there to help you?
I usually, a lot of times, I reach out to like the local videographers or photographers there, and they help me shoot. So while I'm traveling, one day I might chill, and then one day I'm like shooting from morning to night.
Oh.
So yeah, and if I'm going with like, say, friends and stuff, I bug them. They get really annoyed.
I'm sure.
Yeah. So they are like, hey, take this photo, take this, you know. So yeah, it's like that.
But
so
then you have to do it.
Yeah, and if they're my friends, they'll do it. They already know that if they come with me, they have to like do this.
But then tell me something, being a content creator is basically a self-starting job.
Yeah,
you have to, you know, push yourself. Where do you find the motivation?
Good question. I think I've been doing it for so long now.
It's become part of your life.
Yeah, like initially I did struggle, you know, because it's like, you know, no one's telling you what to do. It really depends on, you know, how hard you want to work, right? It's all on you.
But then you can also slack, like, and like chill.
Yeah, but I still think, like, sometimes I wish someone, like, sometimes I think I wish I had someone telling me exactly what to do and finish it. You know, like with us, there's no timings.
Right.
Like I can work till like midnight and it still won't be enough.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to put like a stop. Like now I'm, you know, just for my mental health and, you know, balancing my life better, I try to be like, okay, after 10, I'm not going to work.
Okay.
Like I stop all the work calls
and,
you know, like just talk to me tomorrow. I'm like, I'm done with my day.
You have to put an end to it at some point.
Yeah. Otherwise, you know, it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's a little sad actually because you're like, you feel like you're just working all the time.
Yes.
And then before sleeping, I make sure I read or like I watch shows, something that is not related to work.
Okay.
Completely disconnected from my work.
Okay.
So it helps you with a burnout also. So I think the fact that, you know, like a lot of times creators get burnt out and they stop creating. Like you'll see them like booming and then they're gone.
Yeah.
Because they burn themselves out.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll post a story saying taking a break. We'll be back after some time.
Yeah, because you need that because, you know, because social media is so great, but I think if you use it too much,
it's also exhausting.
It's very exhausting and it's not good for your mental health.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially not every comment is positive.
Of course.
Yes.
So many times you don't get the nicest comments and like you really have to like learn not to like take it personally. Right. You know? So you kind of have to like disconnect, be like, you know, I don't know, I feel bad for these people because they have so much time to just, you know, sit at home and hate on people.
Yeah.
It's actually sad.
Yeah.
But then you get great comments also, which motivates you to like work harder.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think
you have to shut out the negativity.
Yeah. I think my motivation just comes from like the good comments that I get. Sometimes just keeps me going. Like sometimes I have so many ideas I want to create. I'm like, I'll get an idea. I'm like, oh my God, I want to shoot this. So then I'm like excited about it. Yeah. So, so that gives me motivation.
It's been 5-6 years already. How long do you think you want to go on? Or do you have some other plans?
I do have other plans, of course, but I want to keep doing social media. Like I can make all these other plans, but I want to still continue doing social media as much as I can. You know?
Right.
Yeah, for as long as people want to see me.
Right.
You know? So, and I can also always evolve with my content.
Yeah.
Because if I keep doing the same thing, people will be like, okay, this is done. This is boring. You know? So I feel like if you keep evolving as a content creator and giving something new, you can make your career like lifespan longer.
Right. Does it bother you that you have to constantly put out content that keeps you relevant? Is that a little unsettling?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it does. You're like, oh, you know, but then you have to think about when I have thoughts like that, like I feel like I'm not being grateful for what I have.
Right.
Because I think about like, you know, I'm already in a place where so many people would want to be in my place right now, right? They would be like, oh my gosh, she's so lucky. And I'm like, I am lucky, so I can't complain, like, oh my God, like, you know. So in moments like that, I, you know, count my blessings, and I'm so like grateful to have this opportunity, you know, where I'm traveling, I'm working, it's kind of like I'm running my business.
Yes.
You know, I can take a break when I need to, or I can work 24 hours when I want to. So
also engaging with stuff, content that you really love, things that you are passionate about.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And I love creating. Like, I feel like creating like things and visualizing and writing is like my passion, you know.
That's so great.
So it's like an outlet for me almost.
So do you see yourself growing in terms of opportunities in India, in the Hindi film showbiz space? You know, you are also venturing into stuff in Korea. Where are your avenues exactly?
You said acting, right? Acting, I'm not like actively pursuing it. Like that's not my biggest goal.
Okay.
Like, oh, like that's my main goal, and content creation is always my priority.
Okay.
And I feel like in terms of acting, if something comes my way, and if I think it's an exciting project, I would take it up.
Okay.
If it doesn't excite me, I say no, sorry, I have to make content.
In terms of like brand associations, where do you
see? Right now, my content creation is a bit of everything. Like it's lifestyle. There's cake content, there is beauty, there's fashion, there's dance. I enjoy so many things.
Yeah.
So it's more lifestyle now, and there's not any brands that I'm like aiming at.
Okay.
But I am aiming at brands that I really like.
Okay.
Like I'm kind of like, oh my God, I use their products, I love them, and I think it'll be so exciting to partner with them.
Right.
So that's something I like sort of try to make it happen, but otherwise I'm just kind of like it's like, you know, I have to focus on content, and all these things will come to me. If my content is good, if I'm, you know, strategic about it, brands will come.
Well, thank you so much, Radhika, for doing this with us, and hope to reconnect again and talk more about your love for K-drama and all the content that you create. Please keep doing the work that you do. We love watching you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was great fun.
It was fun for us.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.